If you've ever been on a night out, you've inevitably been in this situation. It's 2 AM, you've forgotten to have dinner, and now you need some junk food to soak up the alcohol. So you can get up tomorrow, go to work, and get yourself to the gym to work off last night's indulgences. This recipe is perfect for when you're craving strong, punchy flavours and can easily be assembled with store-cupboard ingredients. Spaghetti Puttanesca. This dish literally translates to spaghetti in the style of a prostitute. Make of that what you will, I just call it slaggy pasta for short. The name comes from its ability to be knocked up quickly with common food cupboard ingredients. Whilst pasta isn't necessarily what most people think of when they think of food to fix a hangover, this recipe is spicy, punchy and really satisfying. So why don't we get on to make this? Firstly, you'll need to fill a kettle and leave it to boil. You could boil the water on the hob, but this recipe is supposed to be quick and a hangover doesn't tend to leave people with enough patience for that. Pour the kettle into a large pot with a large pinch of salt and turn it onto a high heat. Remember, the water should be as salty as the sea, otherwise the pasta will be bland and boring. Add a handful of pasta and now time is on to get the other ingredients ready. Whilst I'm on the subject, you don't need to add oil to the pasta water. It doesn't stop the pasta from sticking, the oil is actually more likely to stop the sauce from adhering to the pasta. So doing so is going to ruin the dish. Pour some of the oil from the anchovies into the frying pan along with some olive oil. Finally chop a few anchovies, maybe around 2 or 3 per person, and add them to the frying pan. If you don't like fishy flavours, you can reduce this to 1 per person. Anchovies are really salty, so act like a kind of seasoning for the dish. I would definitely give them a go, but if you do really hate fishy food or you're vegetarian, then leave them out and just add more salt to the dish to compensate. Whilst the anchovies are cooking, chop up some olives and add them to the frying pan. Add some fresh chilies and capers and fry off for a minute or 2. Next, add about half a tin of tomatoes and simmer for 5 minutes. Give it a taste and see what it needs. Remember, this can be customised however you want. If you like spicier food, add more chilli at this stage. If you want some more sharpness, add some more capers. You can add some water at this stage if it looks like it's getting too thick, but remember you're going to add some pasta water to this to thin it out at the end. Grinding some pepper and some chilli sauce if you want it. Go back to the pasta and taste to see how cooked it is. You want it to be slightly undercooked. Remember, you can cook it for longer once you've drained it, but if it's overcooked, you won't be able to save it. When it's at the point where it's cooked but it still has some bite to it, it's ready to drain. The Italians call this stage al dente. In case you've ever wondered what that phrase means on the back of the pack, this is it. It means hard to bite. My preferred method to drain is to take a pair of tongs and drag the pasta from the pot to the sauce. If you're going to use a colander to drain the pasta, be sure to reserve some of the pasta water. The water has loads of starch in it, it's going to help the sauce stick to the pasta. Next, you want to mix the pasta and the sauce together and let it combine. Give the pasta one last taste to see if it needs anything else, and keep cooking in the frying pan until it's perfectly cooked. Take your tongs and twirl it around the spaghetti, this is going to help with the presentation. To serve, I like to sprinkle over some chopped parsley and plate up with a drizzle of olive oil, some flaky salt and maybe a grating of parmesan. Next time you're hungover or in need of a quick midweek meal, give this a go. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.